Nice to meet you, and a big, big, big congrats on Greedy People. It's got a great cast. It's fun and funny until certain points, but I enjoy it.
Great, thank you. I'm glad.
Oh, you're so welcome. Take us from the very beginning, Mr. Himesh. When you first read the script by Michael Vukadinovich, what did you think?
I loved it. I thought it was, reminiscent of things I'd seen before, but very original as well, and really funny, darkly funny, and then kind of quite tragic in places. So, yeah, I was just excited to dive into the character, into the world, and yeah.
And that was the reason for you joining the cast?
Yeah, I knew that Lily was already attached, Lily James, and so that was obviously a pull because we worked together before and yesterday and had a great time. And then Joseph Gordon-Levitt as well, who I've admired for a long time, and so to get the opportunity to work with him was also a really big pull.
Talk to us about your character, Officer Will Shelley. Describe him to us.
He's a very sort of straight down the line kind of guy. I think he's always done what he's told. I think he's probably known for a long time that he wanted to be a cop and that he wanted to sort of, maybe try and break a mold within that world. And so I think that's kind of what's led him to moving to a town like Providence. And this is going to be like a fresh start in a lot of ways. He's expecting a baby with his wife, Paige. And so they move to Providence and it's day one on the job. And it does not go to plan for the poor guy. Yeah.
You're right. In a way, it's like a buddy comedy, I think. With you and Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the buddies,
Mhm.
the eccentric one, and you're the straight man of the duo, right?
Sure. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, yeah, it was amazing. We had like 2 days of rehearsal before we started shooting just to go over some of the main scenes between me and Joe. And the first rehearsal we did, I mean, he just came out the traps with that character, and I was really blown away because I just thought this is like really amazing. This guy is like a force of nature. I've never seen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt do anything like this. I think it's so like new for people who haven't seen him. People who've been fans of his work. I've not seen him do anything like this. So it was really exciting, to sort of then bounce off that and keep in my lane. I think I let Joe do a lot of the improvising and stuff. He's very good at it. He threw in quite a few funny lines, and I just sort of played my part as part of, as you say, as a sort of straight man. Yeah.
There are two dynamics here I want to talk about quickly. One is your dynamics with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Officer Terry Brogan.
Yeah.
Describe the dynamics between the two.
Yeah, I think Terry's sort of been on the beat for a while. I think he thinks he knows what he's doing. And he's maybe bent things here and there a few times. You get a taste of that later on when things take a bit of a darker turn. But I think he wants to sort of take Will under his wing and sort of show him what the town of Providence is all about and what it's, how he can use his position, to his advantage. Whereas I think Will just wants to do his job, do it well, serve his town, take home his paycheck. He's got a kid on the way. And then that dynamic is pushed to the sort of nth degree by what happens to them on day one. And that sort of force of nature, as I say, that Terry Brogan is as a character, really, he's a hurricane. He just sweeps Will up because he's like, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to get out of this mess that you created. Yeah, unfortunately, it's actually Terry who then creates the bigger mess, really, in the end. But yeah.
I also love the dynamics between you and Lily James as a couple here. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, look, it's great working with Lily. As I said, it's our second time working together. It was a joy as it was the first time round. But it was great doing something completely different to what we'd done before. These guys are further down the line. They're a well-established couple. We spend a bit of time talking about their character histories and who they are. We sort of decided they've been together for a while, I think, sort of maybe childhood sweetheart sort of vibes. And so I think it was nice to sort of build a new character, sort of new couple dynamic and a whole history. And then, we got some really nice scenes, some really lovely moments. And because the characters have this whole history, I think it was nice that we have a history as actors, and we have a dynamic, we have a sort of we can sort of hit the ground running with each other. Yeah.
Plus, I love the shirt that she was wearing at one scene. Moms rule the world. I'm like,
Oh
wow,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. It's true.
because it's very true. You know
Yeah.
what, Ramesh? I think the greatest mystery thrillers out there, kill you. They kill you with humor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You agree with me on that?
I think so. Some of the best ones do. Yeah, they sort of lure you in. Yeah.
Until they give you that.
Yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah,
is what we have in this film. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it certainly draws you in with a sort of, as you said, sort of buddy cop dynamic, which then just gets darker and darker as things get worse and worse. And everyone just makes the sort of bad decision after bad decision. There's a lot of tropes that we're playing with in this movie as well. Very knowingly done, and it's quite fun, really. But it lures you in, and then things get very dark.
you're
Um,
absolutely correct.
and
It
yeah,
started sunny buddy comedy thing, then it ended with the rainy, film
yeah,
Irish kind of look.
yes, very true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Now, Greedy People is now out in select theaters. What do you hope for viewers to get after watching the film?
Oh man, I mean, the main thing is I hope they have a good time going to watch this movie. It's got so much of the qualities of original films that I grew up watching. I'm sure you grew up watching. Uh, you know, buddy cop movies, or sort of movies about townships and communities, and then also the sort of fable quality of people making the wrong decision and how that comes to bear on them. It's got a lot of great qualities of classic films, and so I really hope that people are entertained by it, and they've got a lot to talk about afterwards as well.
You're right. It has that folksy quality.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, big congrats on Greedy People again. A fun mystery thriller that's worth your time and $1 million.
Thanks very much. Yeah, thank you.